some of the fans sensing a possible career high. Hits for three. Yes!
.106.97. Sixers. Morris to the cup. Do not go in there. Joel Embiid.
Position that time to not have to face Ben Simmons, that he could just go and attack the basket, even against a good defender.
Someone get to the foul line. There you go.
That would be Harris, who took some contact. It's hammered back by Embiid to tie a career high of 46. And stifle the Sixers' attempt at a fast break.
Those active hands we were just talking about.
Embiid somehow kept his pivot foot.
Wow.
And Simmons the beneficiary.
How about the balance there? Just a few clicks ago, JoJo going right at defenders. Nice balance. Allow someone to do that. He's good enough.
Embiid rolling and he slammed.
Here's the replay. Good ball movement. Pump fake.
Embiid, as the Sixers have staked a 10-point advantage, their largest. Joel just having his way on Noah Vonleh, really no contest.
His stance against the NCAA, not allowing him to get extra food during the NCAA tournaments at his time at UConn.
Oh, Embiid been stuck on Jokic, and Embiid to his aid. Sixers scrambling now, and wow! What a block by Embiid as Millsap was going for the floor.
Here's that last exchange, and ooh, think again. Joel Embiid, the last line of defense. Long.
The Sixers, and Atlanta out-rebounding the Sixers by 4 so far in the game. Embiid throwing it down.
We're down to 7 seconds in regulation. Here's Dinwiddie on the drive to Chandler. His shot is blocked, and we are headed to overtime. Overtime game for the Nets. The 2 and 4 in overtime, and the Sixers 0-2.
Burke comes up with it, spots Ennis, it's for 3. Embiid nearly tied up by Zeller. He could forget it.
To limit his game as we take a look at Joel. No resistance there from Mr. Zeller.
Richardson playing with Embiid. Harris. Embiid slams for 2. Embiid inside, beautifully executed by the Sixers.
Here's the screen, the screener. He sets the screen and then comes down here, sets another screen, and then the nice little lob. Nance with no defensive options. Here it is again, the nice down screen from JoJo.
Embiid here against Portis. Nicely delivered to Matisse Thybulle, who throws down 2 more for Embiid. Bolton bang.
There's the post up, and then that's a nice little play. Knox caught.
Embiid, a healthy 3. Yes! That ought to put the capper on this one.
I don't mind telling you this. I'm over here sitting there. No, no, no. Yes! Nice shot, JoJo.
Embiid slams for 2. And the Knicks call timeout as the Sixers come roaring back.
Take a look at again. Defense turning into good offense. The energy in this building.
Embiid, 5 to shoot. Dishes low. Korkmaz, you bet. Furkan Korkmaz has been huge tonight for Philadelphia.
Eye on this pass now to the right of your screen. I want just catch and shoot. Now that's what young guys have got to learn if they expect to play at this level.
Whiteside, now a member of the Portland Trailblazers.
Because he plays hard, and Whiteside didn't.
Embiid galloping past Leonard, and he threw it in reverse. What a start for the Sixers, hitting 5 of their first 7. They ripped off 9 unanswered as they rise at Wells Fargo Center.
One of the keys was playing with energy. I'd say he's feeling pretty energetic, don't you?
Sixer lead down to 3.
It's interesting when you kind of analyze the challenge calls.
Richardson. Boy, there's Ennis mixing it up as he normally does off the offensive glass. But here's Robinson for the Heat. He's got company in Hero. And Joel Embiid was there to blot out the sun. taking Holmes and slamming for two, and that's a way to get rid of the taste of that Toronto game the other night.
Robinson played him well, didn't foul, and Randall the rebound. Here comes Julius Randle. Goes at Simmons inside, blocked by Embiid.
Oh, you're absolutely right. He's struggling. And credit to the 76ers, but you don't have any idea how tough that shot was he just made.
Oh, how about the Sixers setting up against the Atlanta zone, and Joel Embiid slamming for two of his season-high 40-point. Embiid.
See the action a little bit earlier. You can see
Embiid guarded by Aldridge. There it is. Fading away, the soft, feathery touch.
This guy's got the total package.
The 7-point lead, Joel Embiid going to work, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
How tight it was.
Don't look now, Mark. More zone.
Harris for the plunging Embiid. He was fouled on the play.
Timing on that pass because you have to allow JoJo to land. So you see right now, JoJo has to land.
128 career victory came last night. An overtime win at home against Atlanta as Embiid got the contact and the bucket. He will look to tack on one more at the line.
Talk about time and time again, I've said, if you're not getting the ball.
Embiid taking Davis. That was straight out bully ball by Joel Embiid, his second.
Lowry was saying earlier, he was saying that the ball was tipped, therefore it should be their ball because he's too good to shoot air ball.
Oh, Embiid, a gorgeous move and finish, stopping on a dime.
I'll get to even on this road trip, get a little momentum before you go back home.
Plumlee. Oh, denied by Embiid. On the move, Harris gives it up. Simmons, a two-handed jam.
In that play and able to come up with it.
Inside Embiid, he's deep, a foul. Oh, it goes! Acrobatic shot. Joel Embiid. Shake it out, big fella.
Hurry up and shoot it. You know you want to. Harris on the rebound. Embiid stuffs it. Puts it down, Joel Embiid.
Just taking away the penetration which set up those lobs.
Embiid emphatically off the Richardson miss, turning garbage into gold. Joel now with 17 and counting.
I know Vince Carter's been around for a while. 76ers shot goes up. JoJo just big body in everyone.
Meantime, the Sixers without a point over the last 3+ minutes.
Not a bad time though. Thinking of JoJo there, perhaps in the cylinder. That's what they're calling for.
Minutes to play in the fourth. Embiid will take the three and hits it. Joel Embiid.
When you're going to work down there like that and they leave you wide open, knock it down and let the opposing fans, let them hear it from you.
Harris splits the D. Embiid, and they're fighting away and got it to
There we go.
Nice fight inside by Embiid.
Show me you want it, big fella. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care who's drenched on me. You the baddest man. You are considered the best center in the game.
They're going to have to do some repairs on the net at the Nets basket. Embiid from deep. Hurt that at all in this first half. There's Embiid by Simmons. 3-on-2. Embiid with the finish.
Embiid for three. Got it. Boy, the Sixer big guys delivering from beyond.
You're just talking about good floor spacing, balance. Tobias with the kick out, big boy.
Call. Nice pass. Fight. Tice's blocked by Embiid.
Give the 76ers a lot of credit. They fought hard. Both teams really competed tonight, but at the end, it was a tough play.
The third, it was adjusting to a much smaller role. What a play by Embiid, catching up to Fernando and blocking his shot.
Comes out of the stance, the little swat from one end to the other.
A couple of teams that are turnover prone. Embiid has the rookie Hayes, and he immediately welcomes him to Philadelphia.
Terrific strategic placement of Embiid, weak side where none has to block him out.
On the steal, Simmons steals it. Embiid gets it, layup, and the foul.
Jump hook.
Boy, Ben Simmons, so good defensively, great instinct.
That's a nice look to Shake Milton. So that time Embiid comes out to the elbow, and Shake Milton's able to sneak through the back door.
In the corner, Harris. No. Embiid on the foul.
And they're doing a great job against the zone of punishing it.
The ball on the floor, not to become stagnant.
Embiid, as the double team arrives, spins and scores, give them 21.
They're prepared. As much as we talk about the improvement, they will concede that three. Brett Brown telling us before the game as they go into the low post. Brett Brown saying, listen, I'm not quite there yet.
Looking ahead. We're not doing that this year. A block by Connaughton. 3 on the shot clock. Embiid has to pull the trigger and smokes the net.
Embiid thinking 3, rolling in, the collision, you can count it, and a foul. The blocking foul on the fourth line.
One of those, no. Yes, Joe, nice move. After he sees the fact that it's not a charge, that's what you first worry about. Guards running over.
There's a clear advantage here on Pascal, certainly in terms of height, and he was fouled.
For the gather right here, right before he elevates, the gather, that makes sure that he's going shoulders squared with enough strength.
12th season out of QIWI. He played for Brown and Budenholzer when they were assistants in San Antonio. Traded for Kawhi Leonard. Embiid with the one-handed throwdown off the alley-oop pass by Richardson.
Richardson guarded by Rivers, pick and roll Simmons. Embiid fouled, and the finish. Joel Embiid put Capella in the weight room. Wow.
Good pass sequence from Simmons to Embiid. Great shot fake. Takes the contact.
And Capella with those borderline all-star numbers, 14 and 14. Blocks a few shots as well. Embiid tried to lean in and get the contact. Didn't, but got the bucket.
Embiid out on the edges against Payeer. Sixers ahead by 2. And Embiid so gifted at drawing the foul. That counts. Plus a foul on Payeer.
So this is what Embiid likes to do. He's a really good post-up player, but he can also face up ISO one-on-one.
As well as any crew in the NBA. And the Heat winning at home better than any team in the league. 14-1. Embiid, well, he got behind Olynyk, and Kelly compounded the problem with
80 pounds. When he's catching it with a quick seal inside here, gets Kelly on his back.
And doing a good job of keeping that alive.
At that time, Isaac made like he was going to double, and it's Philly ball.
Embiid thought about the 3. Now drives and finishes. He's
what a wonderful gesture by. Go ahead, partner.
No, say good for Ben.
Good for Ben. Good for Ben.
Clock turned off. Simmons around the Embiid screen. Embiid will take and hit a deep 3.
Other passes because he is such a good passer.
Embiid spins away, banks it home. So they're going with Josh Richardson right now as the primary ball handler for the 76ers. Embiid with a rare post-up inside QB Brown. What about that?
Game, that's where you got to look for him, right there. He should run to that spot all night long. Both brothers will play.
Embiid, compliments of Milton, his 4th assist. Embiid found, you can count it. It'll be on Felicio. That'll be his 5th.
Decisive moves, that's the key. Nice little compact move as well, which means that there's not a lot of room for mistakes. Joel, one dribble, up and in past Felicio.
And the Lakers with the best record in the West. And they play the Clippers on ABC and ESPN tonight. Embiid cleans it up and slide and then gets the slam.
Sounds like the 76ers Reds are getting some perimeter help.
Well, absolutely needed too, because you keep hearing some of these issues that's going on. Nice pass there from Embiid to Simmons. Look at this. This is your all-star center.
At home tonight as well. They share the honors for having the best home record in the NBA. Could look inside, and that's erased by Joel Embiid.
Take a look at it again. You see Matisse already out of the play. Spellman tries to be clever and use the rim to reverse layup. JoJo reads it all the way.
Again keeping it alive. Ben Simmons, a magnificent job, and what a pass! Embiid to Harris, who slams for two.
Ben goes up. You see Ben saving it back out to Al. We're resetting. Ben coming to get it, and that opens up the lane. Tobias with a nice little backdoor pass from JoJo.
13 boards for Simmons. What a pass by Embiid. I don't know how he found an angle. He got it to the plunging Furkan Korkmaz.
Fusion. Nice pass. Bounce pass.
All told, 7 off the bench for Galloway. Embiid turning garbage into goal. The miss by Robinson and the foul as well.
We talked about Joel with the height and strength advantage. You can see him there just discarding Christian Wood.
Embiid, beautiful move going at Jordan. A head fake, able to go left.
Watch this move right here. Wow. I mean, that is such a clever move by the big fella. Absolutely had DeAndre Jordan on skates and a beautiful finish.
He got off to a slow start this year offensively, but when Joel Embiid was out with that finger injury, those 9 games, he really turned it up and is continuing on that trend, and here he is in the open court.
Embiid in a crowd, getting it done, and he'll go to the line looking for one more, grabbing at his left knee.
Be an issue. Here's the nice little jab step, goes left, nice pump fake, reverses back, absorbs an awful lot of contact.
Joel Embiid, 4 for 8 from the field, 12 points off the turnover. Embiid running the floor with Simmons. Boy, that's an impressive 2-on-1.
Embiid and Drummond doing their thing. Here they go again. Beautifully done by Embiid. Got Drummond a bite and slammed for 2.
Like to see this more often. Pump fake, bite, nice footwork, step through, and finish again. Boom! Got him up in the air.